Welcome back into Your View to the Lowcountry. We have had some great discussions thus far, and we'd like to invite a couple of new folks to the couch that we are excited to chat with. We've got Steve and Danielle Young, owners of HHI Builders. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So excited to chat with you, and I want to first start by just giving viewers a little bit of a background about what y'all do and how long you've been doing this.
Sure. So we're HHI Builders. We're a remodeler. We only do remodels. We do design, build, remodel. So we actually have our full design studio. In that studio, we have an interior designer and an architectural designer who can pretty much lay everything out. We do full selections in our studio. We also have tile and marble and all the selections for people to come look at. From there, then we go into a build contract, if you will, and then from there we do the complete setup. So that's
amazing. So you get it done. You find out what people want and you make it happen. Well, there's so much that goes into your line of work. I can only imagine, how that process all unfolds from beginning to end. But one of the things that we discuss quite a bit on this show, and we chatted a little bit on before we started filming this, is the integrity piece, some of the values that are important, and the importance of not cutting corners. Talk to us a little bit about that. And I know you work with HHI Windows and Doors as well on some projects, and some of the value pieces, why that's so important.
Sure. So, honestly, if we don't give value to our clients, then we're not needed. So there's a lot of times that we'll have someone that just calls us for a window or door package, and we're like, hey, call HHI Windows and Doors because we know that they have integrity. We know that they'll take care of our clients, and we're real big on, if you're a client, you're part of our family. But there's people out there. Obviously, remodelers get a bad name sometimes. There's some unscrupulous people that literally come in, try to make a quick buck. That's just not us. And if that's what you're looking for, we're probably not the right people for you.
Yeah, that's really good to know because, there are a lot of choices out there when it comes to things for your home. So knowing that at the end of the day, you're choosing somebody that is going to have your best interests at heart, not going to cut corners, and going to share values with you is probably the most important thing above all else. And we love chatting about home things, especially on this program. It's really fun to think about all the different options that there are and choices that you can make. But I'd love to touch on just some creative solutions that y'all have come up with, because I know you have probably worked on so many projects that sometimes you got to get a little creative with people. Anything stand out?
Sure, yeah. Danielle's more of our creative person, so why don't you let them know?
Well, we do a lot of work in condos or smaller areas, and we were actually doing one of our own at the time, and I tasked the guys of coming up with a creative bunk bed for me that was actually a Murphy bunk bed. First we did the full size, and then I tasked them with doing the Murphy bunk bed and the two twins. So that was really fun, exciting. It solved quite a few problems for us, and then we've also brought it into our business as well for clients. So.
That's so neat because, it is challenging sometimes when you're working with smaller spaces, but you're trying to sleep, a certain number of people or, work something into a unique space. So you're able to really come up with some ideas that aren't so cookie cutter, really to suit the client. And is that something y'all do regularly as far as just kind of needing to create, I guess, a unique solution?
Yeah, so we look at a space. A lot of people look at a space and go, hey, this room's made like this, so we got to keep it like this. We're not those people. We actually will say, hey, you know what? If we took this closet out, we could add extra space. Or you've got a whole closet that's literally holding a water heater. If you go with a tankless water heater and put it over next to your breaker panel or whatever, you end up gaining this whole space where you could expand your bathroom or something of that nature. So we're real good at taking a space and maximizing the use for it because we've worked in a lot of condos and people are always trying to get the most out of it to make it the most unique, if you will.
That sounds so fun. I love it. Well, thank you for sharing just a little bit about what y'all do, and appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be rejoined in just a minute by Richard with HHI Windows and Doors. We're coming back on Your View to the Lowcountry. Stick with us.